What's the crack, everyone? It's Ollie from B2B Sports here. England scrape past Slovakia. Scrape is an understatement. They scrape past Slovakia 2-1 to advance to the Euro 2024 quarterfinals against Switzerland. Jude Bellingham with a dramatic overhead kick in the dying seconds of the game to secure England a draw, take them to extra time, and Harry Kane to score the winner only a minute into extra time, which is crazy. I think this game was the definition of a roller coaster of emotions. Excuse my language, but again, it was another shit show from England. Just absolutely nothing going forward. I think we had no shots on target until the Bellingham overhead kick. It was just another poor showing. Just offered absolutely nothing. We looked shaky at the back when Slovakia drove forward. Everything again looked so disjointed and slow. And I have to admit, Slovakia were seriously unlucky not to be playing in the quarterfinals of this tournament. I imagine it would have been the biggest footballing result for that country ever. So yeah, it was incredibly rough for them, and they deserve a bit of credit considering the dramatic result. At this point in the video, I'd really appreciate if you give my channel a subscription and give this vid a thumbs up. It really means the world to me and keep me motivated to keep producing more content for you guys. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that we cannot play the same front four that we've been trialling throughout this tournament. Phil Foden is ineffective on that left wing. Saka has been ganged up on and doubled over the past couple games and has been also pretty ineffective. Harry Kane looks sluggish and a little bit slow. And Bellingham, again, he was non-existent in that 90 minutes until he popped up for the goal. So something needs to change in that front four, whether that be a bit of pace with Gordon on the left wing, a little bit of creativity starting Cole Palmer on the right wing, perhaps dropping Bellingham deeper into central midfield with Declan Rice and playing Phil Foden in that number 10 position, which he's shown so many times for City that he's more than capable of playing in. We have some of the best players in the world at club level, but something's going to have to give, and one of those players is going to have to be dropped because it's just not working. It just simply isn't working. Trippier with another woeful performance. He doesn't even hide the fact what he's trying to do, cutting on the right hand side to whip the cross. The left hand side of the pitch is completely non-existent for England right now. Trippier and Foden both wanting to come inside, and that left back position is of real concern to England fans and Gareth Southgate. Why on earth we haven't picked another left back, another left-footed left back is beyond me. Shaw doesn't look like he's going to have any sort of match fitness going into the crucial knockout fixtures coming up. It looks like we're in real trouble in that position. Can you bring Kyle Walker over to that left hand side and play Alexander-Arnold in that right back position? It might have to be, but without a left-footed left back, it's just killing that left hand side. The dynamic of the squad is all over the place. On a positive note, shock horror, I thought Kobbie Mainoo played quite well actually. Starting the game for England, he showed positive forward passing. He looked calm in those under pressure scenarios. There was a few moments where he tried to make the forward pass, but again, there's no fluidity and no running up top, which came to nothing in the end. But I thought he showed a good solid display, and he should be proud of his performance. Whether or not he plays in the quarterfinal or not is another big question. I'd entertain the idea of Bellingham dropping, but if that is not the case in Gareth Southgate's eyes, then I would certainly start Mainoo alongside Declan Rice again in the quarters. Another possibility, I think Ian Wright suggested it on ITV coverage, but can you drop Saka into that left back role? He played a numerous amount of games for Arsenal in that left wing back position almost, before moving to that very effective right forward role, right wing role for Arsenal. Can he play that? I probably doesn't want to play that, but are we going to be forced to play that if we have no left back or left-footed options just to stabilise that left-hand side and provide a little bit of width? It could be another possibility. It would be a shame to see Saka on that, just being pushed to that left back position. But it might have to be an option at this point if Luke Shaw is unavailable, because we cannot have the performances that we've had from Trippier, and also the performances that we've had from Kyle Walker at times as well has been rather worrying. So, it might have to be, unfortunately. Just reliving the last few moments of the 90 was an absolute nightmare stuff, to be honest. You just picture the headlines in the papers, the potential riots, the fallout of this game would have been astronomical. Iceland 2.0, it would have been way worse than the Iceland fixture, because we have the talent, we have the squad. We are favourites for this tournament. Before the tournament started, before we kicked the ball, and now we're lucky to be favourites against the Swiss. We'll probably be, severe underdogs at this rate. So to see the quality in this side, to be down and out against Slovakia, to not even create anything, it's just absolute pitiful, to be honest. It's poor, it's awful, and I hate to say it has to come down to the manager. It has to come down to the manager. Obviously, there's a small percentage that falls on the players, the arm waving and the bad attitude and the wayward passes from time to time. But I don't think these players lack desire. I don't think they lack effort at all. I just think they just look completely out of their depth tactically. They have no idea what they're doing. From the pressing to the positioning to the creativity, where their teammates going to be going forward. It just looks all over the gaff, absolutely all over the gaff. And Jude Bellingham, who else? As he mouthed to the crowd, he's got some big balls, hasn't he? He's got an aura and a half on him. Whether that is on the side of arrogance, I'll certainly take it, because he has saved England on this occasion. What an unbelievable finish in the most high pressure of situations. What an unbelievable talent at the age of 21 years old to do that on the big stage, to save your country, to save Gareth Southgate's career, and to be absolutely crucified in the press. You just felt the relief of millions and millions of people up and down the country, and the huge momentum swing that caused in the opening minutes of extra time. We won't talk really about the rest of extra time, because we sort of dropped off again and allowed Slovakia to come back at us and have a few half chances. But I'm praying and I'm hoping that this is the kick up the arse that Gareth Southgate needs and the England team need to kick on and real do damage in the later rounds of this competition. Whether or not that will be the case, I have no idea, because in the first 4 games of this competition, we've played probably about half an hour of relatively good football, and the other percentages has been absolutely woeful. Going forward against the Swiss look really, really good in this competition. They look solid. They look dangerous going forward. In particular, Vargas and Embolo up top. They just look a real threat, and they could do damage to England if we don't buck up our ideas. Pre-tournament, if you say, do you want Switzerland in the quarterfinals, you would have bit the hand off. But now it's looking like a completely different proposition. Changes for the England camp. If we stick with the same formation, I'd actually like to see Saka on the left-hand side, provide a little bit of width and just natural stability. Cole Palmer on the right. Probably, you probably can't drop Bellingham after that key goal. So Bellingham probably in that number 10 position, with Rice and Mainu in the midfield and Kane up top. But I'd definitely entertain a formation switch, because Ivan Toney looked a handful up top when he came in. He was a physical presence. He flicked the ball on a few times, got the crucial assist to Harry Kane. So a switch up in system, I'll definitely entertain without a shadow of a doubt. I think Gordon has been severely unlucky not to achieve some more minutes in this competition, and just have a go, just run at them, just be direct, be brutal, be creative. Play further up the pitch, don't sit so deep. But changes need to be made, and it's a must at this point. England hang on to the Euro 2024 competition by the skin of their teeth. Jude Bellingham saves Gareth Southgate's career and rescues what would have been probably one of, if the most embarrassing England results of all time. But yeah, let us know what you think of the game. Did England stand a chance against Switzerland? And what changes would you like to see Southgate make? But as always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Let's hope we never have to relive that again. And peace out.